couple words, and a round of applause for the Minister.
Thank you very much. Pleasant good afternoon, everyone. I see a lot of familiar faces, people that I know, a few that I don't know, but mostly everybody that I know. And I usually forget my glasses, Mick. I remember the reminder that Abdallah gave me. He said, when I was stretching out the paper, he said, Landy, your hand is not going to grow any longer, you need glasses. David Attenborough said, it is that range of biodiversity that we must care for. The whole thing, rather than just one or two stars. Dr. Isabel Paquet, founder and director of the Belize Wildlife Referral Clinic. Mr. Bill Castaneda, executive director for the Protected Areas Conservation Trust. Representative for the Belize Forest Department. A representative for the National Biodiversity Office. Members of the wildlife and veterinary community. Board of directors, staff, wildlife ambassadors, special invited guests, the media. We are here today to celebrate a proud and historic day for Belize. It is truly a great pleasure to join you in this very special celebration as we gather to inaugurate this Wildlife and One Health Education building, a cornerstone of the future home of Belize's Wildlife Referral Clinic. This moment reflects our nation's growing commitment to safeguarding our wildlife, strengthening environmental stewardship, and advancing a One Health approach that protects both people and animals. As Minister responsible for forests, wildlife, and the environment, I'm honored to stand here and witness the opening of a facility that embodies the very principles we champion: collaboration, science-based action, and a deep respect for Belize's natural heritage. Belize's forests and wildlife are not just ecological assets. They are part of our identity, part of our economy, and our future. Protecting them requires more than passion. It requires capacity, it requires coordination and education. This new building will serve as a national hub where wildlife rehabilitation is strengthened. Students and professionals receive hands-on training. Communities learn how human, animal, and environmental health are all interconnected. And research informs policy and improves national resilience. A place where the One Health approach is no longer a concept we discuss. It is a framework we are actively building. One Health is therefore not simply a veterinary concept, it is a concept that involves us all. And today, we add a major pillar to that framework. At a first glance, we see a beautiful building, which looks very impressive, I must say. But this facility represents much more than the wood and the tiles that shape it. It is a dedicated space where Belizeans and visitors alike can learn, can collaborate, become wildlife ambassadors. It is a space that recognizes that the health of our wildlife, of our environment, and our people are all interconnected. I'm especially pleased that the clinic's flagship Wildlife Ambassador program now has a permanent home. By equipping young people with knowledge, with practical skills, and a deeper appreciation of Belize's biodiversity, we are investing in future environmental leaders and building communities that are better prepared to coexist with nature. At the core, this facility represents an investment in knowledge. It recognizes that stewardship begins long before an animal arrives at the clinic. It begins with an informed public. It begins with a public that understands how to safely coexist with wildlife, how to respond when wildlife is in distress, and why Every Belizean has a role to play in protecting our country's extraordinary natural heritage. As our communities grow and infrastructure expands, interactions between people and wildlife are becoming more frequent. Human-wildlife conflict is increasing. Wildlife road mortality continues to threaten vulnerable species along major highways. Animals are injured, orphaned, or displaced through habitat loss and human activities. Too often, well-intentioned citizens attempt to rescue or handle wildlife without understanding the risks involved to themselves and to wildlife. This is why education is so important. This achievement is also the result of true partnership. The Belize Wildlife Referral Clinic has long demonstrated what is possible when expertise, compassion, and innovation come together. But BWRC's impact has been amplified by the many NGOs, community groups, academic institutions, and local partners who have stood beside them. Our NGO partners have brought global experience and technical support. Local organizations have provided cultural insight and community leadership. Volunteers and students have given their time and energy, and government agencies have worked to ensure that policy, regulation, and national priorities align with this shared vision. This building is a testament to what Belize can accomplish when we unite around a common purpose. But that unity needs leadership and a passion and a drive and dedication that Dr. Paquet has provided to bring the concept and the final product to fruition. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening of this building is ultimately an investment in Belize's future, an investment in conservation, science, education, healthier ecosystems, and healthier communities. We are also investing in the next generation of Belizean conservationists, of veterinarians, environmental scientists, and One Health practitioners. I congratulate the board, management, staff, volunteers, and supporters of the Belize Wildlife Referral Clinic for your vision, for your dedication and unwavering commitment to Belize's wildlife. May this new wildlife and One Health education building inspire thousands of Belizeans to become better stewards of nature, strengthen our national capacity for wildlife conservation, and stand as a lasting symbol of what can be achieved through partnership, through education, and a shared commitment to protecting our natural heritage. Let this building stand as a symbol of our collective dedication to protecting Belize's wildlife and ecosystems. Let it remind us that conservation is not the responsibility of one institution. It is a national duty that requires all of us. To everyone who contributed, the BWRC team, our NGO partners, donors, community members, and government colleagues, thank you. Your commitment has built more than a structure. You have built capacity. You have built hope and opportunity for Belize. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. May it serve our nation for generations to come. Thank you.